Waking up early for a sunrise shoot used to be the one thing that was holding back my photography more than anything. Well, firstly, what actually happens when you wake up early? Well, the light is incredible. Sometimes it feels like the world is standing completely still. And most importantly, places are empty. So if all of that is true, why do we struggle so much to wake up for those sunrise shoots? Well, the obvious answer is that the bed is lovely and comfortable and warm and outside looks pretty cold and windy. Other issues could be lack of motivation or perhaps good intentions, but we talk ourselves out of it. And I want to come back to that last one because I think that's the one that used to catch me out the most. It usually looks something like this. Do you know what? I really fancy a photo shoot. You know, a bit of me time, getting out there with the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a sunrise shoot tomorrow morning. Man, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna put a film on. Right, time for bed. Gotta be up early for that shoot in the morning. I wonder where I'm actually going to shoot tomorrow morning. Let me check the weather. I don't get it. I've checked 5 different weather apps and none of them agree on exactly what will happen tomorrow. Oh, sugar. I didn't charge my batteries. Did I? Did I charge my batteries? Never mind, it'll be fine. I'll pack and sort everything out in the morning.
Every morning I do an ice bath cold. This is how to become a millionaire. Today I'm going to show you how to take sharp photos.
Wait a minute, what time's sunrise? Oh, 6 a.m. Well, I'm going to set my alarm for 4:45 a.m. Why am I still awake? Right, if I sleep now, I'll get 4 hours and 45 minutes sleep. That's not enough. No, it'll be fine. I don't see anything. It looks cloudy and grey. I don't even know where I'm gonna go. And my bag isn't packed. I'm going back to bed. Go on, we've all been there. You can't deny it, we've all been in that scenario. And the thing is, this used to be commonplace for me because I am not a morning person, and this is a huge disadvantage for a landscape photographer. Well, here are a few things that you can do to get the most out of your photography by getting up for those sunrises. More and more sunrises you go out and shoot, the better opportunities you're gonna have. And do these things and it'll be relatively easy and pain-free. Well, actually, no, it won't be pain-free because the pain will almost certainly will happen out in the field when you're being battered by that wind and that rain. But the actual video, the waking up, that should be relatively pain-free. Number 1, commit to a sunrise shoot as early as possible, ideally before you begin to wind down your day. 2, as soon as you commit, do your prep work. Charge your batteries, clean your lenses, pack your bag, place your tea bag in the thermos, ready to go. Number 3, check the weather once. Be sure you understand what could happen, but don't rely on it. Then do not check it again. This will only cause you to doubt and question yourself. Number 4, choose a location and stick to it. The more we look elsewhere and the more indecision that we have, then the more likely it is we're going to wake up in the morning not really knowing where to go and what to shoot, and we haven't got a fixed plan, so I'm just going to go back to bed. But if we have that solid plan in place, then we'll have the motivation to get up and get out.
Well, admittedly, it doesn't look like I've picked the best morning to come out. But I have to tell you this, I'm very happy to be out nonetheless, even if it looks like we're not going to get any light, which we're not at all. I just want to show you why I'm here this morning, which you might be able to glean something from it, get a bit of use from it. Essentially, I checked the weather data yesterday, and it hasn't changed yesterday from today. And it's showing a huge gap in the clouds right where my location is and just where the sun's rising, so in the direction of the sunrise. And that told me that light was going to come through that huge break in the clouds and it was going to illuminate all of the cloud that's kind of surrounding the gap. Unfortunately, as you can see behind me, that hasn't materialised. But that's the reason why I chose this morning to wake up early and come out. So, hasn't worked out this time, but I have to say, although I may well not get an image, I'm certainly not regretting coming out.
Now that is a really important point. I didn't do any photography that morning, but I was happy to be up and out and have a jump on the day. So rather than judging a sunrise shoot by photographs only, which might seem counterintuitive, try to appreciate the experience as a whole, and then you'll be more likely to get up and try again and again and again until the weather is on your side and you get the light and you get those photo opportunities that you've been waiting for.
It certainly is. So there's our first fellow early riser out for a jog with his dog, and it won't be long before there's many more people, so I'll talk you through the composition that I've got now. It's a beautiful shot. I'm actually really happy with it because we've had lots of storms recently that have washed away the sand. It's revealing some amazing compositions, and this is one that I spotted straight away where the bedrock meets the sand. It's got a really interesting zigzag pattern leading beautifully to the lighthouse. And this morning we've got really clear skies to the east where the sun's rising, but if we're looking north, there's a bank of cloud. And that's just going to work out beautifully. So this morning, I'm looking for all my compositions to be facing north. Anyway, I'll get the shot and then we'll probably move on and look for a second composition. Although I am tempted to stick with this for when the sun comes up and the direct light hits it. But man, I don't know, there's so much more to explore. The sun is rising and also the wind is picking up. Man, it's gotten really windy. So whilst I frame this composition, just let me thank the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. Now, as a photographer, you're probably going to want your own website, and I would definitely recommend Squarespace for this. It's such an easy way to do everything. You can register your own domain, get yourself a nice professional looking website with the obvious things such as an online gallery, an online store to perhaps sell any prints or books or calendars that you might want to do. You can have your own members area, which is fantastic. It's a nice, simple drag and drop system, so you don't need any web coding. Sorry, it's flipping. The wind's blowing. I'm terrified that all my cameras are going to fall over. Yes, you don't need any web building experience. It's a really intuitive system, and if you get stuck, they've got 24/7 customer care. But as I always say, you just go onto YouTube and watch some tutorials on how to build a Squarespace website and you'll be up and running in no time. So if you fancy giving that a go to squarespace.com/Heaton and you'll get a free trial. And if you like that free trial, use the offer code Heaton for 10% off your first purchase. So not only am I sticking with the 1:1 aspect ratio, I've added a 4-stop ND filter, which slows me down to about 3 seconds, which just softens the whole scene and just gives it that ethereal look, cleans it up a little bit, because I find that the water with the wind that we've got, it can all be a bit distracting. Now my concern with the 3-second exposure, although it gives it a lovely painterly feel, is that it's so windy and gusty that it could possibly cause softness. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on that and make sure that the wind's not blowing too hard and my tripod isn't vibrating too much as I take the exposure. The composition is very, very straightforward and simple. We've got an arrangement of boulders and water in the foreground, the coastline, breaking waves leading through to the lighthouse in the north with that bank of cloud which just pulls everything together. So yeah, second shot this morning, very happy, although not so happy with the wind that just seems to have kicked up out of nowhere and is freezing. Still, it wakes you up. Right, a bit of shelter by the sea wall. It's perfect. Right, it's currently 6:45 in the morning. People are starting to wake up. The world is waking up. People are out and about, so that means it's time for me to leave. But 6:45 in the morning, I've been up, I've been out, I've seen the sunrise, I've got myself a couple of images, hopefully they're okay and it worked out. And I've got a massive jump on the day, and it's photography that's given me that, because I don't think if it wasn't for photography, I don't think I would be up for sunrise in the morning. But for me, I absolutely love it. 6:45, and I can probably get all of my work done, have breakfast, and be done with my day by 10 a.m. That's how good it's been. So I definitely recommend to anybody to shoot more sunrises, not only to improve your photography, but to generally improve your well-being. Once you get over that kind of tiredness, that waking up and getting out of bed when it's difficult, once you get over that, man, the benefits are unreal. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.